crafters, welcome to day 5 of my countdown to Christmas, which since it's day 5, it means it's December 5th. How are we already so far into the month? I mean, sure, we're only 5 days in, but Christmas is going to be here before you know it. So the project that I have today is actually another family tradition of mine, something that I did for years growing up. I would make these candy canes with my Nana. And my sisters and my cousins and I, all around the Christmas time, we would make them. And so we made a bunch of them over the years, and here's a bag full of the candy canes that we made, and this is only one of several bags. So I'll give you a look at what I mean by we make candy canes. Here's some examples. Aren't they cute? There's a whole bunch, lots of different styles and sizes. Here's some bigger ones. I feel like I did this one, or one of my siblings did this one when we were really little, and we were like, I know, we'll do it green, and then we'll randomly change to purple at the end. It almost looks like the Hulk, you know. Here's a couple more. So anyways, I think you probably get the idea by now. And it's a really simple project to make. It's great, especially for younger kids. Great after school project, you know, in a way that they can make some keepsake ornaments to help decorate the tree. So we're going to need just very few materials. So first of all, you will need some pipe cleaners, chenille sticks, these little things. The ones I have here are pretty bent from being in storage for a while. But you'll need a couple of these. And then you're going to need plastic beads. I have a few different kinds of beads with me today. I have these ones, they're actually called starflake beads. I did not know that they were called starflake beads, but they're these ones that kind of have the 6 sides. And then I have some other beads, which I also did not know the name of, but these are called tri-beads. And they have 3 little nubs on them and a hole through the center. These ones are cool because they kind of nestle together. And last of all, I have just some round red beads with some facets on them. So just some different beads and shapes and sizes. And I'll put links for all these items down in the description below so that way you can better understand what I'm talking about. But there's really not much to it. I'll change the camera angle and then I will show you how to make them. So the first step is to decide how long you want to make your candy cane. If I cut this in half, it will make it about the size of one of these. So I'm just going to start by snipping it in half with a pair of scissors. And the first step you want to do is fold this end in half, kind of upwards like that. And you're going to slide a bead right down onto it and then bend this piece so that way your beads don't come off. So I'm going to start with one of these tri-beads. Very simply string it on, come all the way to the end, kind of go around both of those 2 little spots, like even including the piece that I folded backwards. And then I'm just going to bend this a little bit to help hold it on. So you can see there, I just bent it over, and now that's going to help keep all my beads on, and I'm just going to continue adding beads. I really like these tri-beads for using them because you can see as you slide them all down, they nestle together really nice, and I think it makes some really cool patterns. You know, like this one, it's got like the red and the green, and they have that cool almost checkered look. But I'm going to finish sliding some beads. So I'm going to keep adding beads on here, but I'm going to make sure to leave about that much, so you can kind of see it compared to my finger there, about that much of the stick left so I can bend it over to keep my beads from sliding off. So now I'm at the end, I've got just a little bit left. I'm just going to fold this piece. If you're doing this project with your kids, you may want to do this part for them just so that way nobody gets poked with the chenille stick, just because it can be a little bit sharp. So just kind of fold it over, and really the point of folding it over is just to keep the beads from sliding off. So as long as you can get it folded over securely, that's all you've got to do. Last of all, you get to shape your candy cane. Really simple, just bend it however you want. And then you can just hang the hook on your Christmas tree. And of course, by using different beads and different colors, you can get a lot of different really neat looks with these. But you don't have to stop at candy canes. You can take the idea of stringing beads onto pipe cleaners a lot farther. This is a pipe cleaner and bead garland that I started working on. It's about, I don't know, maybe a yard long now. I worked on this when I was like 9 years old, I think. So lots of different cool patterns in there. Not nearly enough to go around the tree, but still, that's kind of a cool idea if you want to make a fun creative garland, or just keep the kids busy for an afternoon. You can get more elaborate and make things like little candles. This was actually inspired by some ornaments that my great-grandmother and some other relatives had made, where it's like a little candle. You just kind of bend the wire around with some at the base, then bend the wire upwards, and you can put a red one on the top to look like a flame. Here's one last idea. You can make little people ornaments to hang on your tree. I think these ones are really fun, really cute, and there's no right or wrong way to do it. Just string the beads onto the pipe cleaner and then twist the different pipe cleaners together to make whatever you can think of. So there's some different ideas, lots of fun. You can of course stick with just the candy canes, or you can try one of these other projects or make up your own ideas. But lots of fun, super easy, and it's great, especially for younger kids, as a great Christmas craft. And there we go, that's the project I have for you guys on this 5th of December. I hope that you've been enjoying this series so far. If you've watched all the way to the end here, let me know by leaving a comment below, letting me know out of the first 5 videos, what has been your favorite project idea so far. I'd love to hear from you guys and find out which crafts you guys are enjoying. If you're having problems with anything, make sure you leave those comments below and I will check them and get back with you. But that's all I've got for today. I'll be back again tomorrow with another fun Christmas project. But until then, happy crafting. So you might have noticed with my hat, I'm kind of keeping it tilted back, but if I turn sideways, you can see the ears. I know they're amazing, but you may have noticed that the pom-pom's kind of missing. This is what happens when you have dogs who like to chew on things. I feel like when I wear this hat that I'm like officially one of Santa's elves. So this is what I picture the elves doing. They're like, you know, Santa's made his list and they're like, do we have the toys for everyone, you know, and they're writing with like all these giant pencils and they've got these goofy hats on, but they're like very focused and serious to make sure that every child has a Merry Christmas.